Hello folks,
Hello,
and
folks,
welcome to a new We Are VR variety review.
Today on the show, as I guaranteed you, promised you,
I'm back,
we
and
my brother back on the set here. Variety reviews.
yeah,
Today we have
I'm back. Today we have 3 movie reviews.
Yeah, 3 movie reviews special, folks.
Our 3 most recent ones that we've seen in the theater. So, want to just announce the 3 movies now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing in
We're
this
gonna be
order:
doing,
Sherlock Holmes,
Sherlock
2,
Holmes,
Game of
A
Shadows, Hugo, and The Sitter.
Okay.
First
First we'll start off with Sherlock Holmes 2, A
Okay.
Game of Shadows. Okay, coming off a huge success from the 2009 hit Sherlock Holmes, which I thought was fantastic. This film, going into it, I wanted all the things from the first film that made the first film very good. And what I got was even better than I expected it would be. Up the action a ton. This was times 10, I think, in action. A lot of great slow-mo scenes, a lot of great action scenes. The relationship between Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law was great. There was a lot of humor in this as well, just like in the first. And Robert Downey Jr. really makes the movie. He is the perfect choice for Sherlock Holmes. Noomi Rapace, the new girl, she will be starring in next summer's Prometheus.
Looking forward to that.
This is her first American movie, so she's known for her Girl with the Dragon Tattoo role. So this is her first American movie, and she did pretty good. Nothing really too special. Just for me, she was just kind of. They always have to have a female role in the film, but she was able to keep up with the 2 main leads. So this gives me confidence that she'll be able to do very well in the lead for Prometheus. Rachel McAdams returns for, won't spoil anything, but returns in the film. Fans of her will likely be a little disappointed, but you'll see when you see the film. So
Yes.
Everything basically continues from the first film. It's a new story. Professor Moriarty, played by Jared Harris.
Yep.
Very good choice. He does great.
Yes.
And this enemy is, I think it works a bit better in this film than the last film, because this guy is the only one that is up there with Sherlock Holmes. They're able to compete with each other, so that's very good. And overall, Sherlock Holmes was a very fun, very action-packed movie for the holidays. Save one of the best films of the year for last, and it is just great, very funny. And, overall, I give Sherlock Holmes a 10 out of 10. Enjoyed every minute.
Yes.
Enjoyed every minute of it.
Now for me, I enjoyed it a lot. Like my brother said here, I'm not gonna go too much into. I basically have the same review of that. But I thought it was great. I think it was a bit better than the first, but not by much. They are still both those 2 films are very good, from director Guy Ritchie. He's been doing very well for himself with this series. Hopefully there's a 3rd one coming out. I haven't heard any news obviously yet, but hopefully this can do a good job at the box office and pull in some good money, and then hopefully they have enough money to make a 3rd one, because I would really enjoy to see that. All the cast did great, as he said. My favorite performance was Sherlock Holmes. Definitely Robert Downey Jr. He does great. Perfect actor for this role, and then all the other cast does very good. But yeah, the story was great this time. Like as was the first one, it was a very good story, and it was just a very good overall film. I would give it a 9 out of 10. Not 10 out of 10, because Sherlock Holmes is not one of my favorite characters, but the movies definitely did him justice. Very good movies here, action-packed. This one especially. Okay, next, I'll do my review first of Hugo, Martin Scorsese's picture this year. Hopefully it gets nominated for Best Picture, because I think it deserves to. It's probably in my top 5 favorite films of the year, folks. Possibly top 10, but maybe top 5. Haven't thought about that yet, but it is just a very good film. Ben Kingsley, excellent job in this. Martin Scorsese, excellently. Well, that's not a word, folks. He does an excellent job directing this. It's one of his best films in years, folks. Do you like it better than The Departed? I would say, even though it's a totally different film, I would say it's just as good as The Departed, in my opinion. It's a great story, very inspiring, folks. Has a very good script. Great story, and it'll just cheer you up if you're a little down this holiday season. It'll inspire you to do things that you haven't done before, because the story is great. Centers around the boy named Hugo. Not gonna spoil it, but it's been out for a while. But
Yeah.
it's just, and Jude Law again is in this, but only for a short time. But I just thought it was a great film. All the actors and actresses did great in this. What's the girl's name? Chloe Grace Moretz from Kick-Ass, and then Let Me In. She does her usual job. She's, I think, going to turn out to be a very good female actor when she gets older. She's a good actress now, and the boy, I'm not sure what his name is that plays Hugo, but I think he did a great job carrying the film and being the main character. And then some side roles were very good, it's just one of my favorite films of the year. Extremely inspiring and just a very good piece of work. I would go far to say it's a masterpiece. 10 out of 10 for me easily.
Okay. Hugo, basically the same views on it. The lead's name is Asa Butterfield. I'm not sure where he's from, but he was really my only minor problem with it.
Not a problem with me
you,
at all.
He kind of didn't really bring anything special to it. For a lead, and it was just he just kind of gave an average performance, but he's around like 12 years old, so can't really complain too much about him. But Chloe Grace Moretz, she's been phenomenal in all of her last films. Kick-Ass, Let Me In, all of her last couple of movies, she's been excellent, and in this she was excellent. One of the top female actresses right now, of any age, so that's very special. And
Yep.
Ben Kingsley, he's one of the main characters. He does great. And special appearances by Jude Law and Ray Winstone.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Well, they're only in it for a couple of minutes, but they add some star power to it, and it's fun to see those guys. And Hugo, very good special effects. The set designs, huge train station set, very good. The whole city of Paris was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Oh yeah.
About him.
I believe I forgot. Sorry about that,
Borat
folks.
and Bruno fame. He does turns those comedic performances off and turns in a somewhat comedic but more drama performance, and he actually does very well. He should continue with more films like this to
but he's also a great comedian
to make a good career for himself. He'll do very well for himself if he keeps in this style.
And I forgot to mention he had a very big production budget.
Now,
$170 million, I believe.
Hugo, one of the best films of the year, easily should get nominated for Best Picture, Best Director at the Academy Awards, and Best Special Effects. And it's for kids and adults alike. It'll bring out just a fun side.
The kid in you.
Yeah, it'll bring out the kid in you, just about the good old times, and it's really a heartwarming story that is for everyone, and it's a very, very good family movie. Definitely recommend it for this holiday season.
Yeah.
It's still out in every theater, so definitely go see it. Hugo.
Before it gets out of theaters.
Yeah, Hugo. Very good movie. Overall, 10 out of 10. One of the best films of the year. As with Sherlock Holmes. So, two very good films.
Most likely be one of the best holiday movies out right now.
Yeah.
Okay, and our last review.
The Sitter.
Is The Sitter. Jonah Hill's new comedy. He's back to his very obese state in this. He's very fat in this, folks. As you may be wondering, he's a lot skinnier now. Yes, he lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he is still funny in his new movie 21 Jump Street coming up with Channing Tatum. But on to The Sitter review. I think this film was very fast-paced, folks. I didn't mind that. Some people might. Jumped right into the story. Very short film, 83 minutes or something. Before it got to the credits, 80 minutes. I believe the story is very simple. Basically, he is a college dropout, and he just does nothing. He lives with his mom, and he gets a job for being a babysitter for this very rich family. And then his night turns very crazy, and he gets into all these problems with drug dealers. The drug dealer played by Sam Rockwell, which he did a very good performance in this. Always liked the guy. He can do serious roles, comedic roles, just all around great actor. Jonah Hill does a good job being the lead in this role. I've always liked him, and I always have liked him better than Michael Cera, the two guys from Superbad, and I think he will stay in the comedic film more than Michael Cera. I think he is just a funnier guy, and he's a more likable guy to me than Michael Cera. Don't you agree, Henry?
Yeah.
Yep, he's just, but as I said, it's a very simple story. The comedy fans will like this. It's basic formula for a comedy. It has some great laughs in it. As I said, it's very fast-paced, very short, so you get in and out of the theater. But I say you have a good time. I had a good time watching it. I think you will too if you're a fan of Jonah Hill. And all the kids in this movie did pretty good. Some of them not so good. Well, some of them better than others, but I'll let you see that for yourself. But some very funny scenes, especially in a bar where he enters a bar with all African Americans in it, and he's the only Jonah Hill's the only white guy in it. I'm not gonna spoil that, but that's a very funny scene in the film. I think it shows it in the trailers. But I would give this film 8 out of 10. Could have been a bit longer and a bit slowed down a bit and developed a bit more of the characters. But I say they did a pretty good job developing the characters. But go see it if you're a fan of comedies. And Jonah Hill, 8 out of 10.
Basically, all the same views on it. Very simple review for a very simple movie.
Yes.
Nothing new from this comedy movie, but Jonah Hill does his good performance, makes you laugh a ton. And Jonah Hill's great. The kids are great. Sam Rockwell, very surprising for him to see him in this movie, but he can play anything, and he does a pretty convincing job. And he's very wacky in the movie, and it's always fun to watch him do a good performance. Overall, you have to consider just a fun time at the movies, a fun little short comedy to just sit and watch. Definitely don't have to bring any brain to this. Turn off your brain for this movie. Just sit back and watch the goofy stuff on the screen. Very funny. Some heart to it. Sends a little good message here and there, but overall just a very crude and raunchy comedy. From the director of Pineapple Express. So,
but Pineapple Express was definitely better.
Yeah, better. But this film was also pretty good. The main point of it is to make you laugh, and it made me laugh pretty damn hard in some places.
Oh yeah,
made me laugh throughout the movie. So, very good jokes in it. And overall, the sitter was a very fun comedy. Saved it for the end of the year. It had some delays, some releasing delays. But I'm glad it was able to come out before the end of the year, and just a very fun movie. Also a fun movie for the holidays. After all these awards contenders, might want to just see a fun comedy. Overall, The Sitter was a pretty good film. Overall, 8 out of 10.
That's mine.
Got what I wanted out of it. Made you laugh. So
yes, and
that's good.
That's our 3 reviews for today, folks. Since Christmas is coming up in about 9 days. What is today?
December 17th. So 8 days. It'll be Christmas Day.
We'll have our review of Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
The Adventures of Tintin.
Is it called Mission Impossible 4 Ghost Protocol?
Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. The Adventures of Tintin. And then possibilities of
Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
War Horse.
Looks awesome.
War Horse. And the dud of 2011, as it's already being called, The Darkest Hour, starring Emil Hirsch.
I have no interest to see that.
I'll see that.
Do not expect a review from me.
Okay.
Okay, folks. It's been a long video. Hopefully you all enjoy this.
Yeah.
And we will see you next time, folks, on another We Are VR Variety Review. See you next time, folks.
Next time
on another episode.